One is absolutely the huge technology background, the kind of mind we have in the South, the people all over the world, people look at the technology hub and the technology source from India. Number two is the infrastructure. Not even 10% infrastructure has been made. So 90% infrastructure, any country, whether the Lincoln to now, it is the infrastructure which a catalyst to start the economy. And number two, India has a tremendous base of natural resource. Whether it's oil, whether it's gold, whether it's copper, whether it's iron ore, and it is not even 2% has been explored yet. So with this two, when the economy open up, I feel that it will accelerate much more. You can't expect overnight anything to happen. You know, it has to settle down. The government, the public, the way we do business is transforming, and it's the question of time. There is no question in the world anybody will say that GST is not the right thing. You know, but if you look at India, if you look at, is a place of entrepreneur. There is a lot of similarity between US and India. India has grown because of the entrepreneurship. India, if you look at all the socialist country, they run by the government. The companies, the business run by the government. Most of the democratic country is the business run by the entrepreneur, the private. The government look at the governance, and India is moving in that direction. At the moment, it's like a khichdi. You know, this has to be resolved. The Indian entrepreneur has tremendous capability in India. Anything which they have trusted on, they have delivered. Whether it is a telecom, whether it is a steel, whether it is an airport, port, anything, the moment the government entrusted them, see the kind of world-class capacity they built. So this is the one thing that has to be recognized, that India is a place for entrepreneur. I'll give you the smallest example. The ONGC today market cap is $30 billion. If it has been privatized, it will be $300 billion. I'll give you the example. Hindustan Zinc, when we bought, the market cap was 2,000 crore. Today, in 10 years' time, is 2 lakh crore. Same company. And it is run by the same people. We have to understand the DNA of India. India DNA is very similar. It's a democratic country. It is the DNA of entrepreneur. Right. And the more entrepreneurship comes, you will see how the GST is the right direction, demonetization is, at least there is a prime minister who take a decision.
Right. Okay. Mr. Investment, I have to ask Mr. Agarwal before I come to the rest of the panel. Are you seeing early signs of revival in private investment activity? Why is it that corporate India isn't still putting its money where its mouth is?
No, they have a tremendous capacity to risk-taking. I can tell you one thing for sure. It is all about taking the risk. And I think the government, the Indian entrepreneurs are definitely looking how the government policies are changing, how things are settling. It's very important the way Prime Minister Modi, every day I'm seeing his speech. He's talking about, taking away the bureaucracy, as mentioned that the red carpet. Yeah, everywhere he said, we have red carpet. Not less bureaucracy. It is showing a way. There is no question the amount of talent. If you go to California, the maximum startup is by the Indians. The maximum startup is by Indians. Why not in India? It will happen. We have the Niti Aayog, Deputy Chairman here. These are very, very important. They are participating. And I 100% believe things will change.
Okay, you just
mission critical, right?
Okay, closing comments. We're running out of time. I want to start with you. Mr. Rana Kapoor started off by saying $10 trillion by 2030. He's got his eyes set on 2030. Mr. Agarwal, when do you see us getting to $10 trillion mark? And I'm going to ask this to the entire panel.
I can talk about my subject. I'm a natural resource person. India cannot live importing 85% of oil. We have a $70 billion worth of reserve. I produce 30% oil of the country. I produce the sweet crude. I produce a low sulfur crude, and I believe that India should have at least 20, 30, 40 companies to come and produce oil. Every company come from the foreign want to set up the refinery. Every company want and set up the petrochemical. I produce oil at $6. I want the economy to revive. Is to fundamental. It is your energy.
Right.
Number two, the natural resource. We import 100% of gold. We have the best patch of gold, copper, iron ore,
Right.
anything you talk about, these has to be processed in India. Aluminum. And these thousands of SMEs has to develop. The startup has to come. McKinsey people are here. They will confirm the kind of talent which we have. The banking system, everything will revive the moment you revive SMEs. And
Right.
this SMEs, one is the technology, other is to start up this manufacturing. Even if you see the automobile, there are 50 parts required of aluminum, in aluminum.
Right.
And these parts being imported. This has to be manufactured here.
Okay.
Important thing is the quality.
Well, from one big corporate name to another, transparency in the banking system in need of an hour, says Vedanta chairman Anil Agarwal. Nayanthara Rai caught up with him on the sidelines of ETGBS summit. Listen in.
He's saying transparent for the people who take the bank money has to be responsible, and if it is not, government will take a stringent action. That's what he's doing, and he says the bankruptcy court has done a good job, and there's 23 agencies are working to make sure the governance is followed. So it's very nice.
So are you still in the race for electricity?
Electricity will be put in a bid, and we are waiting for the.
Is it being rebid?
I have no idea.
Well, that's, chairman of Vedanta talking to Nayanthara Rai, a race reporter at ETA.